Okay, hello everybody. Hopefully everything's working out very nicely. Trying to get this Parasite Mutant demo working was a huge hassle. So here we are. Parasite Mutant, a game that would be considered a spiritual successor to Parasite Eve. Fantastic. I didn't even know that this game was, well, there was even like a Parasite Eve, like a successor incoming, right? So Parasite Mutant, because of the lawsuits, they couldn't get basically the rights to make a new Parasite Eve game, right? So a spiritual successor was created. Here it is, released as a demo. I don't know exactly when, probably like, I don't know, I'm not even gonna guess, but whatever the case, we're gonna do Parasite Mutant. We're gonna see how closely related it is to Parasite Eve, what similarities there are, what differences, kind of a first look, because we're Parasite Eve fanatics. Not fanatics, but we definitely love Parasite Eve. It's absolutely incredible. So it's made by Isotruna. So we're just gonna go straight to new game and see what, well, see what happens, right? And also recommends a controller. Totally recommend, right? Anytime you play a game that's made for console, use a controller, no matter how stubborn you are for mouse and keyboards. Now I'll be quiet. Okay, looks like we found Aya. Fantastic. She must have been teleported to an entirely new dimension. I'm not exactly sure what's going on. I know this is a post-apocalyptic game, and that's about as much as I know. Besides the fact that it is a biohazard type game too. Alright, so here she is. Beautiful walking. Beautiful walking. Don't even know what that. Don't even ask me why I said that. Nice. So Aya has a sword. Well, I guess a dagger in this case. Definitely looks like a soldier. Maybe a resistance member. Maybe she's gonna be like the Claire Redfield, or I guess Chris Redfield of this game. Static noise. Very annoying. Okay. The Nova airport crashed. The pilot is KIA, and communications having cut off as well. Self-check, minor skin abrasions, nothing serious. So her name is Nova, by the way. I'm just calling it Aya because I like her. I've, I've been playing Parasite Eve since I was a kid, so he looks exactly like Aya to me. Great Sea mission, retrieve databank, continuing mission. Alright, so hold left to run, right button at the same time to walk. Okay, easy. Press A to interact. Fantastic. Now, do we have anything back here? Usually what devs will do is they will hide stuff right at the start, because, right, the first thing you want to do is run forward. So let's see, is there anything here? It does not move like Parasite Eve, just an FYI. If I press B, or cross, you can't interact with anything. What about this box? Oh, you can't. Cool. Oh, you press A to do it. A nanite syringe that makes minor repairs to cybernetic implants. Okay, so she might be a cyborg. Okay. Do we have any other buttons we can use? Okay. So pressing Y apparently brings up a menu. And let's see, does she have any cool equipment? Oh, look at that. We can upgrade, we can tune up. Fantastic. It's like getting the ultimate gun in Parasite Eve. Awesome. Maybe we'll have to find junk also. Okay, she has skill, so basically the same as the Parasite powers, the PE powers, right? So in cannon, gather EP onto your hand and fire a high energy beam cannon. It's kind of, oh, I forgot what that's called. Like that beam in Parasite Eve. I haven't played in a while, by the way. That's why I can't remember names exactly. Okay, objective. Retrieve 14B205 databank. Okay, files. There's a tutorial. Now, ideally, we would read the tutorial, but... Actually, wait, no, they're really short. Let's see. Okay, so generic RPG stats. ATC gauge, which, let's see. Upon reaching stage 1, you can use a melee weapon attack by pressing X, or use a ranged weapon attack by pressing Y. Upon reaching stage 2, you can use an item or skill by pressing LT. When your attack locks onto a target, you can press the D-pad to switch targets. Okay. So can you switch targets mid-attack? That's the thing. That's why I don't understand there. Imbue physical or ballistic attacks with psionic energy within a certain range. Attacks outside the psionic energy range will be ineffective against chimeras. Okay, so we don't know what chimeras are yet. Equipment, so melee, range, and armor. PP plus points. Okay, so this is basically right here. Parasite Eve. Basically, when you win a battle, you get PP. I think it's PP. Don't quote me on that, but you get extra bonus. Oh, sorry, it's BP bonus points that you can apply to your equipment and basically everything to your, including your stats, your equipment stats, and you can upgrade them in that way. Let's see. Equipment. Okay, so again, transferring stats from one equipment to the other. It's a Parasite Eve handover, I guess. Attachment. Okay, so this is basically like modifying your weapon. Like, let's say we use acid or freeze, or I think it's called explosion or heat. It's called heat. Okay, so definitely feels like Parasite Eve, just definitely more cell shaded. I've never played anything beyond Parasite Eve 2, by the way. I heard Parasite Eve 3 was awful, but maybe this is closer to it. Let's talk to this guy. No, we can't. It is very linear. Okay, cutscene. Oh, look at that. Okay. Definitely a biohazard. Cool. The AC gauge will accumulate continuously in battle. Upon reaching stage 1, you can use a melee weapon by pressing X or use a ranged weapon by pressing Y. Upon reaching stage 2, you can use an item or skill by pressing left trigger. Interact. Okay, so it's basically the tutorial we just read. Okay. So there we go. You can use a melee attack. Oh, look at that. It's basically oh, that looked awesome. It's basically the same attack system as Parasite Eve, which is fine, right? It's good. Like, it was a good system. Okay, and let's go to stage 2. Let's see if we can... Ah, dang it. Okay, we're on stage 2. Left trigger brings up EP. We'll use N cannon. Oh, nice. Very cool. Very cool. Okay, so that felt very similar to Parasite Eve. I'm not gonna lie, I don't mind when like spiritual successors retain the old system of battle mechanics, right? But it has to be improved in some way. So far it feels exactly the same, but it feels like, have you ever played Final Fantasy? I guess the new ones in these kind of system with these kind of battle systems, a turn-based. So yeah, it feels like that a little bit. So press Y to enter the main menu and change equipment. Okay, we're gonna swap to firearm P320X1. All right, and not exactly sure what happened. Is this really a grade C mission? I assume so. Oh, you can attack on the field. Okay, well, let's see. First off, we got a new firearm. Can we unequip it? No, we can't. Can we tune it up? Select equipment to inject plus points into. Guess we can't tune it up. Okay, what about upgrade? Can we do anything like... Can we do anything like upgrade? Plus points is less than 100. Oh, okay, so you have to have 100 plus points. That's what I'm gathering from that one statement. Okay, dokie. Let us continue forward. There's an electrical here. Oh, a half-eaten corpse. Okay, so definitely this is a demo. The dialogue needs a lot of work. If you also looked at the tutorial earlier, the highlighting of the text was off-center. It's pretty empty. Oh, look at that. Okay, so we have a weapon now. Out of range. Oh, they tell you when it's out of range. In Parasite Eve, it would never tell you. So if you attacked like this and then used all your bullets and you were out of range, you were just gonna use all your bullets and you're never gonna get them back. Also, if the enemy ever walked out of range while you're attacking, well, you're missing anyways. So it tells you when it tells you whether or not it's in range. So that's nice. Okay, so that's basically an AOA, an arc attack. Oh, look at that. What happens now? Wait, am I stunned? Oh, okay, so there's friendly fire. Not exactly friendly fire as you would think, but friendly fire in that if somebody gets in the way of your attack, then they would get hit. Okay, so use an arc attack. Is it going to use like that lunge? Oh, so it's a pattern. So this guy will use its blue arc wave attack and then shoot out its tentacly. It'll shoot its tentacles. Oh man, this definitely is Parasite Eve right here. So what I mean is, if you use all your bullets to attack, right, and then the enemy dies mid attack, then you'll end up losing your bullets anyways. Totally is Parasite Eve. That's awesome. Okay, we got a small med injector. Let's see what that is. Oh, we leveled up. 91 plus points for doing that. So I wonder, plus points, you get them the same way you would as in Parasite Eve? When it came to BP, which is the bonus points, you get more BP by basically finishing, I don't know if this part's correct, but finishing the mission faster, or sorry, the battle faster, as well as taking no damage. So every time you take damage, you lose BP rewards. So I wonder if it's the same thing, and I could have gotten more than 91. Hey, can I heal? Because I'm at 74 HP. Okay, I can heal. I would like to know how much it heals. So in the consumable section on the right side, that'd be great. Okay, let's move on. Looks like there's a cache here. So we can get this time. Okay, we got pistol. Pistol 9mm bullets. Awesome, awesome. I'm still using D-pad to move. That's how you can tell someone has played Parasite Eve from the old days. Okay, so we're moving forward. We're going through a very, very empty place. Like, even Resident Evil had a more filled, I guess, more filled environment, full of zombies, right? Like, I would like to see the monsters walking around. That'd be cool. And then you walk into them, right? Or something, and then that would initiate the battle. Okay, looks like there's something. Oh, and you also can't walk into, like, extra pathways. So, like, I was thinking, like, you walk around here, right? Like onto the sidewalk? I guess not. How about over here? There's nothing? If I keep pressing A, will I get a hidden item? Oh, okay, I got a hidden item. That story, lore. At first, it was just a warning shared everywhere. Don't drink untreated water. Some said a glowing bug would settle at the bottom of a cup, like tiny specks of starlight swimming in the water. That day, bottled water was wiped clean from supermarket shelves. But in the second week, the story began to mutate. What? Okay, this is clearly a translation error. It's like when I read something from, like a translation from China or Japan, and it's instantly translated by someone who can't translate, or probably in this case by AI. It takes the words as literal and basically gives it to you. So it looks like they didn't do any quality checks here, which is unfortunate. The game is okay so far. It's not amazing. Not even close to Parasite Eve standards. It's okay. So again, from the second paragraph. But in the second week, the story began to mutate. People who'd never drunk untreated water went down too. Their heads felt swollen, stuffed with cotton. Beneath their skin, something crawled. Countless fine legs walking along the nerves. People turned to suspect airborne transmission, and masks, filter cartridges, and window sealing tape became the new talismans. More unsettling still, infection showed up even in ICU wards. Layer upon layer of disinfection, positive pressure, filtration. No dust mote should have made it in, yet people still seized in their beds, went blank-eyed, then tore at themselves as if trying to dig something out from inside. Nurses said that after they clawed their skin open, strange growths appeared along the wounded edges, thread thin, faintly luminous under the light. Officials are still tracing the source, but on the streets, the rumor has already changed. Maybe what spreads was never water, nor air. Alright, cool. There's no indication that there is actually anything there. Oh, and you can't even read it again if you leave it. That's not good, by the way. What if somebody presses B and leaves that screen? You gotta make sure they can still go back and read it. Oh, okay. Alright, so now I'm not confused, okay? I just want to be clear. I'm just wondering, are these truly random encounters? Okay. So it shoots forward and arcs off to the side. So are these truly random encounters, or are they encounters that occur? That was okay. Are they encounters that occur at set points, like on the map? Like I just walked behind this steel bar, and then I was an encounter. But is like this entire spot, this entire area here, if I walked into this area, would that have triggered the encounter instead? Alright, so let's continue moving forward. Just keep pressing A. Old school gamer habits. Don't let them die. Keep pressing A as you move. Oh, iron gate locked. Cool. If you grew up in PlayStation, keep pressing cross. You'll find hidden items all the time. Okay, it looks like there's nothing here. Alright, so it looks like there's nothing at all. This is a very empty, definitely a demo game right now. How's my health? 99. I have 6 EP, so I don't know how to recover that. Does it auto recover as you play? Okay, we have 2 items here, or 2 caches. I'm calling them caches until I know what the heck they're called. After 6 months away, I came home and only then realized I'd left the electricity bill unpaid. The hallway lights didn't even turn on. All the way back, I kept bracing myself. That bag of meat in the fridge should have rotted into a puddle of nauseating sludge. One whiff when I opened a door, and I'd pass out. But when I pulled the fridge open, there was still a bite of cold inside. The meat was blackened and rancid, dotted with tiny white specks of mold. Of course, it was inedible, but it hadn't melted. No steep juice, no soft collapse, just a hard lump curled in its bag, as if time itself had been pickled. Stranger still, the plastic bulged in one small spot, pressed to the meat's outline, rising and falling slowly. I stared for too long before I realized there was no wind in the kitchen, yet the fridge made a faint tap-tap, like someone rapping with a fingernail. I shut the fridge door. My palms were drenched. The power that went out was this house. I don't know why, but it felt like something else never stopped. It is very hard to understand it when it's translated that poorly. Alright, let's open this. Okay, we got more ammo for our guns. Let's keep moving. Okay, I'm going to assume we go across the bridge. Keep pressing A while we're doing this. Maybe there's a hidden item somewhere. Ah ha ha ha, look at that. That's why you keep pressing A. So we got tools. Transfer the plus point of one equipment to another. The equipment will be consumed in the process. Does anyone know what the wrench is? Maybe even the super wrench? I do. If you don't, too bad. Just kidding. The wrench was an item in Parasite Eve that allowed you to transfer stats and mods to another equipment / weapon. And that's basically what this tool is. Let's go across. Okay, we're surrounded. This reminds me of day 5 inside. I honestly forgot what it's called. But in that factory where you fight the crab. Like that bridge, that hated bridge with the freaking spiders. I would literally almost always die there. It was really bad. Especially when you didn't know that the crab was coming. Basically, oh man. Yeah, if you didn't know the crab was coming, then you would probably just die. Did you like that, Deke? That was awesome. Okay. So it looks like you just run in circles around them and just hope you don't get hit. It seems pretty generic, the battles. I like the music though. It is kind of fancy. It doesn't fit the vibe, the mood of the apocalyptic mood, I guess. That's what I would have to say. I think it could be better. Maybe like make it, oops. Maybe make the mood darker, like the music, like dun 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 dun, something like that. I'm not a musician, so don't copy that because it'll probably be pretty bad. Okay, so we're just walking down a hall here, probably a random counter. I was just about to say, but they stopped me. Okay, these things rush towards you. Yeah, so you might just have to wait for it to attack and then use our melee. Come on, there it is. Okay, it's gonna start charging. Come on. Oh, there it is. Jumps back and then attacks. Cool, look at that. I'm already a pro gamer at this. Oh, that was totally a mosquito move. Okay, let's attack. Now, I don't think this demo is horrible. There's definitely ways to improve it. Okay. Like they're very weak. They have a very long death animation. Whoa, jeez. And as you can see, it stops in place after it attacks, which is weird in my opinion. Usually there's some kind of pullback when it comes to attacks. I guess they didn't implement that for the demo yet. Okay, we're just pressing A as we're moving. We're not going to go to elevator yet. Maybe this corpse has an item. Oh! Okay, well, we're not going to the elevator. Apparently you don't have to go there. So let's open up this cache. And you have to be in front of it. Ah, we got our first mod. Let's see what we can do. So I would assume tune and then firearm, P. Okay, maybe not. Do we have to go here? Oh, use it directly from the items. Okay. And does that mean we have to use tool? Oh, we don't have to use anything like that. Wayne? I guess we are Wayne. Okay, let's go check this. So I don't see any indication that we equipped it. Did we equip it? I don't know if we equipped it, honestly. I really don't. There's no indication that we equipped that accuracy plus. I probably, like, if you know, let me know, because currently I cannot see anything. Oh, iron gate locked. Please use security key card. Okay. Where's the security key card? Let's look carefully on the ground. Oh, maybe this terminal has it. Okay, maybe not. You still need to find security key card. Oh man, the camera. You gotta track Aya better. And lock the gate. I guess this was the other side of the previous area. And okay, what about this right here? Okay, that's nothing. What about the fountain? There's like a big gap here. It makes me think there's something that we can grab. Oh, we're walking through hedges. Definitely a demo. Okay, well, did we get a key card at all? No, we didn't. Okay, let's go through the door. Let's see what's here. Ah, computer room. And there's a highlighted object here. That's a diary. 13 April, 1:24 a.m. Last week, our captain suddenly ordered us to seal the whole block. Our security clearance as security guards was lowered, and we can only move around the courtyard. The main entrance to the block has been completely sealed in. We're not allowed to ask any questions, but we can follow orders. But recently, Ben had been acting suspiciously. He must be planning something. I wonder if I should report this to the captain. What's in the diary? Ah, there's the key card. Okay. Definitely Resident Evil-like. Press wide open menu. You can view all logs and important information in the files section. Can we just stop with these forced tutorials, right? Just have like a pointer that goes to them, and if somebody wants to read them and use them, then they can do it. Forced tutorials definitely ruin the flow. It's a demo though, so it can still be changed. I'm just like a suggestion. Okay, so okay, so remember how I complained a little minor complaint earlier about if you press B when you're reading like the lore, and then you couldn't go back into it later on. Well, I guess we can do it from the files here in the options menu. Okay, so that's fine. The game still is okay. It is definitely not even close to being as good as Parasite Eve. Even the beginning of Parasite Eve was just absolutely incredible. This is too empty. It feels like Resident Evil without the zombies, and that's not a good thing. I still don't mind it so far. The battle system is fine. It definitely is a copy of Parasite Eve, but more slightly updated and better looking. But that doesn't necessarily mean it's better. It's fine. Okay, let's keep looking around. Press A because we are retro gamers. Okay, it looks... Okay, there's a door here. Let's not go here yet. First off, let's keep pressing... Oh my god. Let's keep pressing A around every single table, hoping we get some kind of secret item. Oh, look at that. Attack +1. Computer broken. Thank you for that. Okay, now we have another broken computer. Hello, viewer. How are you doing? If you ever play Parasite Eve, let me know. And let me know your thoughts. Okay, computer broken. Everything's broken. Oh, there's one that's alive. Then sign in. Okay, so we could probably find the password somewhere. Let's not look for it just yet. Okay, and just keep pressing A as we move across. There's probably a number, probably in a future area, or even, let's see, probably from a boss. That's usually how it works, right? Okay, we got attack +1, and we're Wayne, so we get to just use it on our, I would say our resident. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no, 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 no. I'm so dumb. I forgot. In Parasite Eve, they had these exact same things, right? PE +1, +2, and then like the other one's attack +1, right? Then you would use them in your items on whatever item you wanted to whatever item you wanted a stat boost applied to. You would obviously save them for like the weapon you're going to use forever, but here's a demo, so we can just like spam. We can use whatever we get. So I find the melee weapon more useful than the firearm. There's a huge lack of ammo. So, I don't know. The enemies don't seem very dangerous. They seem very docile. So let's just give it to our blades. Okay, anything in the closet? Or locker? Nope. Okay, we clearly have to talk to that glowing hand with the hard drives inside of it. We clearly bought that at Best Buy. Ah, this paper. Over the past week, multiple hospitals have received a large number of suspected psychiatric cases. Patients first report their heads swelling, followed by intensely vivid tactile hallucinations, as if ants are crawling all over them, gnawing at skin and muscle. Many scratch until their skin splits and bleeds and still can't stop, their eyes fixed as though chased by something unseen. Doctors say the presentation resembles drug withdrawal, yet screening and histories point to the same conclusion. None of the patients have ever used drugs. The City Health Bureau has launched a joint investigation and has not announced a suspected trigger. Zhongdao's neon still burns as usual, but only some whisper that what truly glows may be the invisible ant colony beneath the skin. That's kind of creepy. Invisible ants beneath the skin. Okay, the music does not suit the game. I just want I want to say that right now. It does not suit this. So that's something that I think definitely should be changed. Change the music to something spookier, less upbeat. Okay, talk to the handprint, and we're using our left hand for a right-handed handprint, because that's how it works. Let's save in file 2. Yeah, you gotta change the hand, the handprint. Okay, so there was nothing here for a passcode. There was no passcode, so we can't access the PC. Whatever the heck is in this PC. Yeah, so hello viewers, welcome. Have you ever played Parasite Eve? What do you think about this so far? Are you looking forward to watching more Parasite Mutants, right? This is the spiritual successor. So just curious, have you ever played Parasite Eve? And do you think from what you're watching now, this is an actual spiritual successor? I need to prepare before I head out. I don't have a good feeling about this. Okay, so clearly we're gonna fight a boss here. Let's go ahead and heal. It'd be nice, like I said, if they told you how much you healed, but I guess that's not gonna happen. Still a demo, so we gotta be very, very understanding here. Okay, we healed. Let's go ahead and fight the boss. Alrighty. Okay, so since you played Parasite Eve before, well, I don't know if you did. The battle system is very similar to Parasite Eve, as you can see, and it also, but unlike the original, it shows you an out of range. Isn't that great? The original showed that we would never have to waste our bullets. So let's wait for it to attack. Okay. Okay, look at that. Copied Eve's double laser hand move. Or I should say Melissa's double hand laser. Second time you fight her. Okay, so it can dodge without actually moving. That's my opinion, not good. You should only miss if your bullets don't even touch it. Okay, is it gonna spin around again? Yes, it is. Let's attack from behind. I don't know, I found Melissa to be a far more scarier boss than this thing. And these things are like biohazard monsters. Okay, let's go ahead and use our EP. This is basically the equivalent of our parasite powers. So end cannon. The bang. Oh, is that it? Wow. Not that hard. We got 264 plus points, which is the equivalent of bonus points. That's nice. And what button is that? Oh, select. Okay. Why do I need to look at this? I guess we're gonna have to go to one of these doors. There were consoles here that were sitting around, so, and we did get a key card, so let's see what happens. Okay, so that's open. Don't know where that goes. So there's a iron gate to the south of us that requires a key card to go through. So we won't go there yet. We'll go up. We'll take the north path and see what's over here. Okay, so here's another cache. Keeping lightweight civilian grade tactical vest. Cool. I don't see why we need to be able to attack in the field. Unless there are things we can actually damage. Wait, I was supposed to go here? I thought I had to go south. There was an exclamation mark in the map. Oh, door is made from Aegis reinforced glass. Not even a resonance blade can cut through it. Okay, well, it looks like we might need a bazooka to get through here. It's locked. It will take some time to find another way out. Okay, let's head west and see what we can find. Probably an encounter here. Where is it? I knew it. Totally. Okay, these things are super easy. They will charge directly at you. And like mosquitoes, they will try to drink your blood. There they go. Let's go ahead and do normal attacks. Oh, that's really cool. If they're lumped together. Ah! I got stuck for some reason. If they're lumped together, you can hit them all at the same time. That's really cool. I don't mind that. Ouch. Oh my god. So they can dodge without being able to dodge. Without any indicators that they're going to dodge. Alright, good. We got that. I think Parasite Eve is better so far. I don't think this game's horrible, like you keep saying, but I think Parasite Eve is much better. Okay. What the heck, man? So, okay. So let's take a look here. We have this exclamation mark, fallen soldier. So that exclamation mark usually indicates that's where we have to go. But we're going north, and it looks like this is where we have to go. It doesn't look like an optional area. Wait, what? Research building? Okay, let's go through the door. Let's see what's over here. Okay, this looks like a boss area, by the way. That is a very reflective mirror. That's crazy. Alright, so we are in the police station, and we're going to go behind the into the interrogation. Oh no! Ah, oh, gravy. That's what I mean when I talked about missing out on lore earlier. If you ever miss that, go to files, and then you can see it somewhere. Ah, here it is. Okay, we're not going to read this. I am limited on time right now, so we're just going to play through and see what more this has to offer. Nothing. Nice. That is how you find guns. Always look in the stalls. Let's equip that and see if it's actually better than what we have. So +2 to attack and -4 to hit. Not sure how the -4 would play into the attacks. Are we referring to bullet spread, right? Like, did the bullets spread out somewhere? Oh, what's that? Sodium chloride eye drops. Used for lubricating eyes and relieve dry eye symptoms. I guess we're gonna get hit by darkness at some point. Enemies? No enemies. You can't even interact with the sink. Okay. It's just an empty room. Got it. Okay, let's go downstairs and see what we can find. Oh, wait. There's a big door here. Can't interact with a vending machine. Another cache. 9 mils. Cool. Okay, so let's see. Lockers you can open up. Do we get trading cards in this game? That'd be pretty fun, right? I'd like to see trading cards. I'd like to see Wayne make a cameo. That guy's such a turd. Oh. Okay, so... Well, we don't have a combination anywhere. It doesn't look like there are any combinations, because the PC also was locked behind a code. And, well, we weren't able to find any indication of a code being anywhere. Okay, so serum that neutralizes toxin. Okay. Generic RPG stuff. Gotcha. Let's see. Can we talk to the clothes? No, we can't. Lockers? Anything here that I can take? So far, nothing. Okay, so it's an empty room. Another empty room. Okay, let's leave. And we're going to head down the stairs. Let's see what we can find. Is there another path? It leads to the same place. I guess, I don't know. I guess it's fine. Okay, it doesn't look... Is that a door? No, it's not a door. Okay, so the camera is fine. I have found instances where the camera didn't actually move along with... her name's Nova. And she was actually behind a wall while the camera wasn't catching up to her. I'm a little lost here. So we're just walking around the edges of this room trying to find stuff. Let's not read that for now. Maybe I'll save it for a different... This looks like you can break it. Oh yeah. I wonder if anybody else has found this. You know what? Probably, especially if you're a retro gamer, you know, like, to always look at walls. You always know to, like, press X as you move around. Or I guess if you were playing Nintendo games, you would press B or A. But for PlayStation gamers, yeah, definitely just always walk along edges and press X the whole time. That's like, it's a habit that even to this day I have not broken. There has to be something in that barrel. There has to be something in that crate. And looks like there's nothing else here. It's just... Oh, we can talk to wood. Can we? I saw an A. There's a forklift. Without forklift key, it won't work. Okay. So you're going to notice translation errors. Quite a lot of them. Especially in the lore that you'll find if you try this demo. By the way, I don't know if I put the link in the description. If I didn't, apologies. I will put it in at the end of this stream. You can check it out yourself and give your own, I guess, opinions of what you think of this game. Alright, so another battle. Let's press X and just... Okay, I missed. So it looks like if you fill your ATC to 2 charges, you get to do 2 attacks. Which is, I wouldn't say different. How do I put this? How do I put this? Oh god. Yeah, okay, so that mosquito scary. I'm still trying to think of how to put what I just said into words. So in original Parasite Eve, you had bullets, right? And that determined how many attacks you make in a single turn. Here, it seems that it's determined by the ATC gauge. Minus the bullets that you can shoot, right? So each gun has their own bullet count that they can actually fire. I don't know if you can modify that later on. Maybe when the game's fully released, you can. I'm not sure yet. But it looks like this northern area was just an optional area. So let's go ahead and upgrade with our plus attack 1 on our Sweet Resonance Blade. I find this to be the most useful. The guns, not so much. I mean, you can use them, but I don't know. I don't know if it's the old man gamer in me, but I hoard items way too much. Wait, where is the... What happened? Oh, it's just really hard to see. Hoarding items is like the one thing you do when you're a retro gamer. Well, an old school gamer. Wait, where am I supposed to go? Oh, we have to go all the way... Oh my goodness. Wait a second. This is where we started. This is where we started when we first started the game. Right in this position. Do we have to go all the way back? Oh, tell me no. Wait, there's another one. Range forklift. Oh, I'm so confused. There's a document in the locker room. Okay, let's run back to the beginning. Okay, we're doing another battle. Okay, you can stun them before they attack, so let's try that. It's going to attack, and I'm going to try and stun it before it launches. Let's see if we can stop its attack. Come on. There we go. Okay, I was a little too slow. Let's try this again. Come on. I'm trying to test something here. Okay, so just... No, okay. So I'm going to assume we can stun it before it attacks to prevent it from making an attack. That's my assumption. Whether it's true or not, you can try it and prove me wrong. So we were running back to the start of the stream, like the first area over here. I'm sorry, I keep bringing up the map. I wish I can speed up the movement. We're gonna run back to here because it says Fallen Soldier. So I'm assuming the exclamation mark on the top right says event. That I have to go back there, which is kind of annoying because we started there. We ran so far away from it, and now we have to go back in this empty world. Apocalyptic biohazard. So I do, yeah. So this game is still okay. It's a demo, so I can't be too judgmental, but it's okay. It is no Parasite Eve. Okay, that guy's looks like he's gonna attack. Okay, so you can interrupt attacks. If you looked carefully, I interrupted this humanoid thing's attack as it was about to hit me. As you can see, the melee weapon is still OP. It's not a baton, but it is pretty good. By the way, if you're a baton user in Parasite Eve, you are a freaking monster. I tried a baton challenge before there, and oh my god, was it the worst. In the worst possible way, though. In the worst, best possible way, is what I mean. It's because of how difficult it was. Imagine trying to beat Eve with a baton. Yikes. Honestly, I don't even know if it's possible. What? There's no plus points for these battles? So it looks like you only get plus points for first encounters. And judging by the fact that these aren't first encounters, it appears as though these are fixed encounters. So you go into an area, you walk into a certain position, and monsters will appear. Will just appear because they're programmed to appear in that spot. Okay, here's that fallen soldier. Okay. Okay. The crew are long dead, and the transport ship is completely wrecked. Wait, is that it? We ran here for ammo? Really? Really? Okay. Okay. I can't wait till the full game comes out, and I hope they, like, don't do this to us again, right? We ran so far. Ay, caramba. Okay, so we're running back, and we'll probably have to do the random encounters again. Let's see. Yes, here it is. Oh. Okay, let's wipe out this guy. Let's just keep... Actually, wait, we can use our EP. Let's see if we can hit... Wait, what? 50 EP and 2 ATC. Oh, okay. Let's see if we can hit 2 enemies at the same time. So let's line them up. I don't care about getting hit. Let's line them up. And then... I guess I'll go behind the dog-looking thing. Okay, there. Lined up. Can we hit them both? Oh, nice. We can. That's beautiful. I don't remember if you can do that in Parasite. Oh, we got plus points. What? Why didn't we get it the first time? Oh, right. Okay. BP, Parasite Eve. You get more BP by basically making a perfect battle where you don't get hit, right? So maybe it's the same thing with here. I got hit too many times in that specific battle there, and I didn't get plus points because of it. Okay, let's just keep attacking this guy. Yes, we can prevent them from attacking. That's awesome. Oops. We can prevent them from attacking by attacking them when they're attacking. That's very nice to know. Okay, this guy shoots like lasers from his eyes. He wants Cyclops to want to be. But he does do an arc, so we have to be careful for that. Definitely staying behind them seems to be the ideal strategy. Yep. Definitely staying behind this biohazard creature. And do we get plus points? No, we didn't. Okay, so we didn't get hit. Unless we did, and I just didn't even notice. And we didn't get plus points. What the heck? It's a bit confusing of how it works, but yeah, it's fine. Okay, I need to find a save point. Functional computer, save point right there, and let me do a quick save. So, you've been watching for a while. What do you think of this? Do you find it to be a good Parasite Eve successor? Does anything stand out as interesting or even like wrong in a way, right? Just curious of what you think, because so far I think it's okay. It's not great, not at all. It's no Parasite Eve. It's fine. That's my opinion on it. But what's your opinion? Okay, so we're gonna stop here, and I will pull. You know, I'll bring this up again tomorrow. Maybe, actually, tomorrow afternoon at noon. We'll finish off this demo. This demo seems longer than I thought it would be. I thought it would be like a short, 30-minute one where we fight that first boss in the courtyard, and then that would be it, right? So it seems longer. So yeah, come back tomorrow afternoon at noon, and we will finish off this demo. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this game to be interesting. And yeah, just interesting. And hopefully it becomes a lot better than it currently is. The state of it needs a bit of work. The dialogue especially the lore. The lore is key, because if the translation isn't correct and it doesn't sound right, it kind of wrecks the immersion of the story. And let's also talk about the music. The music needs changing too. It's too upbeat. It's definitely feels like a placeholder music. So hopefully that gets changed. Everything else seems okay, not great. And I do look forward to seeing the full version of Parasite Mutant, but it needs changes for sure. So thanks for watching. Come back tomorrow, noon, and we will finish up this demo.